Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel and another tea and a book. So the tea I'm drinking today is from the box that I'm gonna open. So I will tell you what I think about it when we're describing it. Let's start with the tea for no reason. Okay, so this is my December teas from Sips by probably, but together it looks like Sips, doesn't it? But it is Sips by. Sips by is a monthly subscription box. I am not a rep. I don't get it for free or anything. I buy it every month. And I think that I might be close to 2 years as a subscriber. So I've really enjoyed, I really like getting it every single month. You can put it on hold, and I had it on hold for a few months because I bought a bunch of tea around this time last year from David's Teas, and I just needed some time to get through some of that. So I've really liked having the box. It would be a great gift to give your favorite tea lover. Okay, so what do we got? We hope you feel the extra warmth and joy in your December cuppa, Kenya. That's me. This is the most wonderful time of year, and we're sending cheer to you and yours this holiday season and into the new year. Share a pic of your Sips by box with us to enter to win a free month. Ooh, use Sips by box and tag the brand below. I don't mind if I do. I usually post and tag on Instagram. So if you're not following them on Instagram, please check it out and give a follow if you're so inclined. Okay, so the first one, I have not tried any of these yet, but like I said, I just poured one of the cups. And that one was the Energy Tea from Zesty. This one is the Super Berry Samba. It comes in a single sachet, and the Energy Tea has been in the box before, but this is a new variety, a different flavor. I've gotten their English breakfast, I think, and then a regular, maybe black tea, I think, or a rose one or something like that. It's been in the box a few times. So this one has zest green tea, or has the packs have the comparison in caffeine between a cup of coffee and the tea so that you can have that comparison for yourself. It has about 10 milligrams more of caffeine than a cup of coffee. All right, let's see. No jitters, no crash. Coffee level caffeine. It contains about up to 150 milligrams of caffeine per cup. That's about the same as coffee or 3 times regular tea. It helps you keep focused through the day without the jitters or the crash. So that's what I have here. Let's give it a little sippy sip. Of course, I sweeten all of my teas, usually with Splenda. So that does impact the flavor of tea, in my opinion. But just so that you know, it's not raw out of the bag. Ooh, I like that. I used 1 sachet and probably enough hot water in here for at least 3, if not 4 teacups of tea. And it's a little more watered down than I would like. So it's been steeping for a little bit of time, but it's not enough tea for as much water for the flavor that I like. But I can tell, I can definitely taste the berry, and it's really nice. It smells wonderful also if you like the fruit flavor teas. Would recommend. It was a little late to do a strong steep of an energy tea. All right, next one. Sugar Cookie Sweetheart. Caffeine free, steeped with love. The sugar cookie tea has comforting notes of vanilla and cocoa butter for a cup that is reminiscent of freshly baked treats, lazy weekend mornings, and handwritten notes. And it looks like this. That is so cute. I do love lazy weekend mornings and handwritten notes and sugar cookies. So my favorite coffee creamer during this time of year is the sugar cookie from, I don't know, whoever makes it. And it's like supposed to be Elf, like from the movie Elf inspired. And I think it is only available during this time of year, or this is the only time of year that I am able to find it, and it's my favorite. So I love the sugar cookie, and I find that adding it to things is always great. So like if I have an orange flavored anything, adding that is great. If I have a ginger flavored anything, adding that is great, like the vanilla sugar cookie as a foundation or as a base. It doesn't overwhelm or make anything else taste gross. So I've added it to pistachio coffee. I've added it to chocolate, hot chocolate, all kinds of stuff. But I love it. All right. The next one is the organic Assam black tea from Old Tea Co. High caffeine, which I think usually black Assams are, right? The tropical climate and heavy rainfall in the Assam region of India, where this tea is grown, contribute to the brisk malty flavor. Enjoy pure or with milk and sweetener. Here's what it looks like. These are great basic teas that you're going to add something to. I've got a couple of Milk Street sugars, for example, and so a basic black tea is great to have at the ready for any kind of flavored creams or sugars or infused honeys and things like that that you're going to use. So I always love to get a basic tea. And then the final one, I have gotten so much English breakfast tea lately from Sips By. And it is I like English breakfast tea, which I didn't before. English Breakfast by Stash Tea. Stash Tea is a common contributor to the box. Good during breakfast, second breakfast, brunch, lunch, supper, dinner. Yes, it's a breakfast tea, but this bold, brisk, flavorful tea is an ideal tea for any time you need a lift. Contains caffeine. All the boxes come with one reusable bag. I've never reused one in my life. And several of the compostable recycled paper bags. So that was our box for the month. Excited to try all of those. Let me have a little sippy sue of tea. Everyone take a sip. All right. So the book to chat about today is Under the Whispering Door by TJ Klune. And I was really excited to read this book when it was announced earlier in the spring of this year. Maybe it was the winter of this year. Because I really, really loved The House in the Cerulean Sea. So that book got a lot of popularity earlier this year. I think it might have been a Book of the Month book. So people were reading it because it was part of those options. And I loved it. It was such a heartwarming story with kids and, you know, the whole thing. So I do think it's worth noting that lots of Indigenous reviewers have reviews that talk about how that story feels like a misrepresentation of the experience of children, particularly as it reflects children of color, particularly Indigenous children, who were put into boarding homes and houses and schools and taken away from their families. So I think everyone should watch a review of that book from an Indigenous reviewer's perspective, because I think it's worth thinking about, really. So TJ Klune, Under the Whispering Door. This book, I think, is great for this season. Right now, it is December 4th, 5th, I don't know. But it's Christmas season, and this really feels to me like a Scrooge story. So you might remember Ebenezer Scrooge from Charles Dickens' A Christmas Carol. And what happens in that story is a horrible man is visited by the spirit of 3 Christmases: Christmas past, Christmas present, and Christmas future. So he is able to see how his life was full of joy at one time, and then see how his life how he's a miserable person right now, and how that's going to lead him to really kind of dying alone and nobody cares about him. So in this story, our main character, Wallace, dies. We see a little bit of him at the very beginning firing someone who works for him. He is a lawyer. And he is not a happy lawyer, and he has really dedicated his life to his career and being successful and giving off the right image to people. He's firing this person who has worked with him for a long time because of one mistake that she's made. And shortly after that, he's dead. And we see Wallace go to his funeral and realize that no one is there and nobody loved him, and really no one is mourning for him. He is joined by his reaper, who is someone who helps people make it to where they need to go so that they can cross over to whatever's coming next. So Wallace is in this house, and there is a whispering door, a door kind of on the fourth floor, something like that. And that's where souls go. That's the door that souls go through when they're ready to cross over. And he spends some time in this house getting to know the people who live there, the humans who live there and are serving this role as reapers and ferrymen, as well as a couple of the ghosts who continue to live there. Like he is, who are kind of waiting. And it's such a touching book, and really an opportunity for reflection over, like, not only his experiences. Sorry, my hair is a mess. It's wash day, y'all. His experiences being, how he became a horrible, miserable person, as well as the kind of person he wants to become and wants to be before he even considers crossing over. And of course, there's a little bit of a budding interest in one of the humans that lives in the house, because love conquers all, right? I really enjoyed it. I didn't like it quite as much as The House in the Cerulean Sea, but I liked it a lot still. There were some similar themes, because if you remember from that book, or maybe you didn't read it yet, there's a guy who's kind of thinking about his life and what it means to be happy, and he's over involved in his work and all of those kinds of things. So some similar characteristics between Wallace and that guy. And then, the guy at the place where these two characters end up is more of a, reflective, in touch with himself kind of person. So there are some similarities there. But I really liked this story a lot. I really loved the characters. One of the humans who lives there, his father has passed away. I can't remember the father's name, but he's still like haunting, or he's still a ghost in the house, and he's the one who kind of takes Wallace under his wing and shows him what it means to be a ghost, which is really cute. So I would definitely recommend this if you're into that. I really think about books like this. Like this book, one of the things that struck me was it is the kind of book that that book that came out earlier this year that was so popular by Matt Haig, about the woman who dies and looks back over her life. Like, this book is what that book wanted to be. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? That book was fine. It wasn't my favorite. I know lots of people really loved that book. Lost something? No, not Lost Apothecary. That was a different book that I didn't like. Library of the Dead, maybe? I liked it fine, but this book felt more touching, I guess, and a little less on the nose, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, I really liked it. And I'm really liking this tea. Oh, you know what else I wanted to show you? Speaking of the holiday season, I have basically told everyone I know that I'm not giving Christmas gifts this year. Screw everyone. I'm not doing it. It's too much pressure. My nerves are shot already. But B. Jackson, who's one of my favorite children's book illustrators or favorite illustrators, has a line of stuff through Target. So this is a gift box, and look at it. Holy shit, y'all. It is so cute. So there are also some gift bags that I am probably gonna cut out and frame because there's no way I would be able to afford any of her sort of like original stuff, but look at that. So adorable. And what's the other one? There's a couple of repeat prints in here, or repeat pictures. Look at that. That is so cute. So I bought 3 gift boxes, 2 gift bags, and 2 different kinds of wrapping paper. Oh, excuse me, 3 gift bags because this little guy here, look at that. So cute. And 2 different wrapping papers because I just love her stuff so much. So you will be seeing in the next couple of videos in December and January some of them in the background. So watch out for those. All right. Catch you on the next one.